Hey everybody, it's Smashing Game Time. We are three brothers that go through gaming's back catalog of yesteryear. I am your host, Nick. Down to my bottom left is my brother, the one, the only, Josh.
Yeah, so apparently I'm his only brother, Jake, so fuck off.
I said the one, the only, Josh. Get it right, goddammit.
Well, you said the one, the only, so
Well-
that means I'm the only brother.
Well, technically you're a twin. The other brother, the one, the only, Jake. Jake, say hello.
I'm the one and only.
And actually, Nick, it's Jacob.
I'm sorry, it's Jacob. You guys are both killing my bit, killing my vibe, killing the podcast.
Are you going back to Jake?
Well, online it's Jake, but when it comes to professional work, it's Jake.
Okay, we're the same then, because everywhere else it's Josh, but at work it's Joshua.
You may not know this, guys, but Jake has been correcting people. It's like, it's Jacob for the better part of 10 years. And now he's like completely changed on it.
What do you mean? It's always been that. You guys will say Jake through text, like personal life.
Well, yeah, because
Jacob.
we like to give you shit, but you used to like make it a big deal, like, it's Jacob.
Jake, what is it now?
Jacob.
Don't care. He does that.
And I'm
too.
out.
He does that too.
We're doing the episode alone, apparently, Nick.
Just gave him a taste of his own medicine. Hey, everybody, we're doing 2018 Q1 today. We've also got some hot tea to spill. I'm going to be spilling some tea later. But before we do that, as always, we are a Trident Network podcast. Go check out our siblings. They're all awesome. Like, review us, rate us wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Google, Spotify. Do them all. Go leave 5 stars. Anything less than 5 stars, and it's just going to hurt our feelings. And I think that's all the stuff up top of the show. Guys, gentlemen, folks, brothers, one and only brothers. What is everyone playing? Let's start with Jake. Jake, what are you playing?
Oh, you know, your typical Brawlhalla and TFT. I had Springs Championships over the weekend. It was awful for me. We had a bad tournament run, but we'll shake it off because we're going to San Diego for DreamHack this weekend. It's going to be fun. I leave Friday, come back Monday. It's going to be fun. I've been playing a lot of Rust. Been just watching Rust streams. Just actually really getting into it again. There's an update comes out tomorrow. Force Wipe. I'm going to probably play it a bit. But yeah, not much going on. I'm working back home again, so that's cool.
Nice.
Yes.
Josh, what about you? What are you playing?
Yeah, so playing the RE4 Remake. I did beat normal. Absolutely love it for what it is. Everybody can sit there and bitch and moan, oh, it's not the same. They took things out. I don't give a shit. I absolutely enjoyed it. Game of the year as of right now. It even beat Dead Space. And you guys know how much I love Dead Space Remake.
He did like that Dead Space remake.
I did.
I was surprised that I was right that they took of what they took out. I don't want to spoil it if for those who some people might know, but yeah, it just feels weird because Resident Evil 3 they took out what's it called, the gulp worm.
It took out a lot.
The land digger.
Yeah, and they took out the whole clock tower. It sounds
pretty much, yeah.
And
they took out the whole clock tower, yeah.
And people were pretty pissed about that. But here the things that they took out, I haven't really heard too much rumbling about it.
No, because I think the stuff they took out was like stuff that's like okay to get rid of. Like, once I'm not going to put out there, but one of the things they got rid of was like not memorable. I mean, it's memorable, but it's not memorable compared to everything else. Like, it's the one thing that everybody like clampered to and said, if we don't get this, we're gonna be mad. Is where's everybody going? Bingo.
I hate that they kept that line in there.
I love it. I know. I love that they kept it because it's like it's
because then doesn't the title card pop up right after he says that?
Just like it did in the original. Yeah.
Stupid.
It's so good though. Absolutely enjoyed it. All the characters are fleshed out. The story's better, written better. It's not like pieced together like it was in 4. I know for this is not much of a spoiler because obviously the trend they're going, they're definitely remaking all of them at the rate we're going. At least up to 6 would be my guess. But hoping for some DLC. I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's probably going to involve Ada. If not Ada, it's going to follow Luis.
I'd play either of those. I like Luis. I like Luis.
Oh, I liked him. So I think I loved his jokes better in the original, but I like him as a character in this. much better.
Is he still a cop in Madrid?
No, they actually conned him officially as spoiler, just in case. Officially working as a scientist for Umbrella prior to this.
You know, they have better wages. They pay better. The benefits are just better. Like you can't. It gets to a point where you can't blame someone for working for Umbrella.
No, and even then, it was like he wasn't like working on like big things like the T virus or the Tyrant project. He was like doing
Coffee
the
guy.
more medical stuff.
He was the coffee guy. Let's face it.
He was an
Yeah.
intern. He made the coffee runs. He came back. He came back to the mansion the day of the outbreak and saw everything. And he's
Fuck
like,
that shit.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm unpaid. I'm going.
Yeah, all in all, hell, even Sadler, I think, was done better.
Sadler is the
The main bad guy.
okay.
the
I get
rogue
him
guy.
and Salazar mixed up just because it's
I do too. I was making up names. Yeah,
It's
I was
like-
doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's like you guys could have just done better in making these names just a little more different.
Yeah, all in all, much better. I think that they instead of being on that hype train of, oh shit, we just we need to release a good game that's behind the back, they finally sat down and were like, well, let's flesh out this story a little more. Let's intertwine it with all the other, like they intertwined it with the remake of 2, with the movie they had come out on Netflix. All in all, it's fantastic. I absolutely loved it. By far, game of the year right now.
Tall order, Josh. We'll see if you're still saying that come July when we're at the halfway
I mean, I
point.
probably won't because I don't remember what else comes out this year off the top of my head that I, like want to play. So I'm like, well, we'll see. But for now, as of right now, it's knocked Dead Space out, and it's definitely game of the year for me.
Okay.
But then on the side, I've been picking up Genshin Impact. Yes, go ahead and judge me, assholes. I don't give a shit. That's fine. I'm not spending any money on it. I'm clearly just playing it, and I'm doing daily stuff now, similar to how I'm doing my mobile games. And then trying to play the Steam Deck a little more. I've actually picked up a couple of GBA games. I was also watching a bunch of old AGDQs and Limit Breakers. So I picked up FF1 and 2 Dawn of Souls for the GBA. Started playing that again. As we're interrupted. Per
You're
usual.
no, I was here. I heard you're playing on GBA. You're playing on your
I'm
Steam
playing
Deck.
on the GBA?
No, you're playing on your Steam Deck. But I heard GBA here.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
I wouldn't mind having a Game Boy Advance Micro. I think those would be like cool to have.
Oh, that
they're
thing would be so
stupid
awesome.
expensive now.
How much?
I think you can find like a really like a decently used one for like 150, 200.
Oh, that's not because it was only it was 99 when it came out, right?
Yeah, but at one point you could have found them at like your local game store for like $5.
It's the price you got to pay for that nostalgic.
I mean, if you guys always want to
Nostalgic
borrow a
trip.
Game Boy Advance SP, I've got Andy's brothers downstairs. It just gathers dust right now.
I've got
No,
one
Got a
I
couple
mean-
games with it.
somewhere.
No, give me that Steam Deck, boy.
No, this bad boy stays with me.
I'm gonna get one eventually down the
You did-
road.
You didn't hide that one behind your TV.
Fuck you, Nick. When you do get it, just get the cheap one. We'll get you a better SSD card for it.
We'll steal one.
Get you a
No.
discount.
We'll fucking steal one.
Guys, the bicycle bandit's been retired. Okay, I can't do that
Whoa.
shit. I'm too old.
But yeah, and you know what? I feel like enough time has passed that Josh couldn't get arrested for all that. We'll save that story for like we'll
No, I'm not worried about the past stuff. It's just going forward. It's like, yeah, it's not. I'm not. It's not worth going to jail over. I'll just put it on my credit card.
we'll do the whole story of the bicycle bandit on a special episode one day.
God damn it.
Anything else on your end,
I
Josh?
don't know if we want to reveal that.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do that.
We'll get to it.
damn
So then I've got a few games here. I'll be quick.
You guys ready for it?
Dredge? I might have talked about it last episode. It wasn't out yet. Dredge is the fishing game with the what is it? The Lovecraftian. It is the fishing game with the Lovecraftian horror.
I'm
Lovecraftian.
listening.
Lovecraftian horror. You go fishing. You're basically trying to pay off your boat. But if you
He
stay
has a
out,
name.
if you stay out too late, like things start to get creepy. So it's about managing. Like it's the relaxing feeling of fishing and exploring the different islands. also mixed with the oh shit, I have to dock somewhere or else something's going to kill me in the sea and I have no idea. I won't spoil anything, but I want to say like an early moment in the game, you're out at sea and then you see like you start to see stuff out of nowhere, or like a rock just like magically appears in front of you and you got to like realign to get out of the way. It's really good. You upgrade your equipment, your fishing poles that give you access to different fishing areas, your engines that speed you up. You get side quests that give you upgrades. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Art wise, it kind of looks like Wind Waker, and I'm not just saying that because of the water and the sailing. As soon as I booted it up, I was like, this feels like Wind Waker from an art standpoint, and it's creepy, and but it's also rated E, so figure that one out. But I'm having a lot of fun with that. 9 Years of Shadow is one I know I talked about. This is one that I bumped into randomly just going through the new releases on Steam. Josh, do you like Symphony of the Night?
Yeah, we talked about this last time.
But do you like Symphony of the Night?
Oh, I love Symphony of the Night.
Josh,
Who doesn't? Well, first off, who doesn't love Symphony of the Night? You need to reevaluate that question.
Jake,
shut the fuck up.
Shut
You
the
don't
fuck
count.
up, Jake. Josh, this is Symphony of the Night, and can I sweeten the pot a little more?
Yes, go ahead.
You know Sailor Moon, like the moments in Sailor Moon where they transform and they do all that shit.
Yes, every teenage boy looked at and stared at it until they got older and they found out that there's more adult anime out there that's pretty much hentai. Yeah.
I didn't mean to get that deep into it, but 9 Years of Shadow starts with one of those segments with your main character. As soon as this is an anime ass video game. The main story is, if you couldn't tell from the title, the world has been in shadows for 9 years. And your main character is finally like, fuck, I guess I'm gonna go try and do something about this. And so she's trying to gain the color back in the world, in this castle, by defeating enemies. And I think I had an issue with because I was playing a lot of roguelikes between playing Dead Cells and then playing Have a Nice Death. So it was so nice to just get back into something basic that wasn't run based, that was, hey, you can't go into this part of the castle until you have a specific power. Just to play a Castlevania, a Metroidvania, whatever, without having to worry about like, oh, if I die, I have to start all the way over. The save room is a giant piano that you play. I always love creative save rooms like that. And I played the first boss, who's like a dwarf with a hammer, who is like infected and brain controlled, and it was challenging. It was fun. You have a bear that lets you do projectile shots, and if you run out of power for those shots, you hug the bear. It also has active reload. It has active reload for your
That's cool.
projectiles. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm only about an hour into it. I think it's like only $15 right now. So that
20. I just there.
I think it might. So it might not be on sale anymore. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to beat it. And to think I discovered that just by browsing new and didn't hear about it anywhere. So that was pretty cool. Love it when that happens.
Nick, how often do you hug the bear?
You can run out of those projectiles pretty quick, and so whenever you run out, like, that button is replaced by a hug button. So if you miss the active reload, you have to hug the bear to boost up your shot again. So you often.
Now, where are these projectiles coming from the bear?
It's just Jake, shut the fuck up. It's just shooting from the bear.
Can you show us on this doll?
Can you show us on the bear? Another game I picked up for $2, Super Meat Boy Forever. This is the sequel to Super Meat Boy from 2010. Came out last year on Epic Game Store. Didn't buy it just because I was like, I'll wait for it to go on sale. It's finally out on Steam. It came out at $2. Guys, I don't like this game.
No.
I don't like this game. Do you know the difference between the regular Super Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy Forever?
Actually, I don't think I do.
Super Meat Boy Forever is a runner.
Gross.
Why would you? That's not even worth $2. Why'd you do that?
And I wanted to give it its chance, its day in court. And
Nick, if Matt was here, you know what he would do?
What would
He
do?
wouldn't be pulling his little trash can out. He'd be going down into his garage, grabbing his dumpster and throwing it in there.
It's rough. The story is that you and Bandage Girl are together from the original. You have a baby. Dr. Fetus is back and he stole the baby. The boss fight, I only did the first boss fight. It was kind of fun. You're bouncing between walls, hitting buttons to make this chainsaw enemy stop being a chainsaw enemy. Otherwise, it's just rough. It's very rough. Like the levels are long, so if you die, you don't start the whole level over. It just tracks your deaths. Guys, I don't like it. I don't like it. But I did see that they're doing a Super Meat Boy puzzler, kind of like how Sonic had a puzzler. Was it Dr. Egg's Mean Bean Machine or Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine?
Dr. Eggman's Mean Bean Machine, something like that. Yeah.
So they're doing Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. I don't know when it's coming out, but that's the whole reason I bought it. I heard the news that was coming out. I hopped on Steam. I saw it. Super Meat Boy Forever was $2. I was like, okay, I'm doing this.
Well, I would say maybe they'll show something at E3, but clearly that's not happening.
So yeah, I was disappointed by that. Will I try to go back and beat it? Maybe. There's only 5 or 6 levels per world, so I don't think it's too long of a game, but it's already overstayed its welcome. Just doesn't feel good. Another game I played was Slay the Princess demo. This was apparently something that showed really well at PAX East the other weekend, and I was like, let's check it out. So this is a narrative adventure game. You are a random person in a forest. A narrator's like, hey, you need to go up to this cabin and slay the princess. And you can pick different conversations to have with the narrator. You can decide like, hey, I'll go do it, or hey, I'm going to go into the woods. So you come to a decision, and then everything loops back. So it's a narrative loop game. It's very fucking weird, very fucking creepy. But it's also kind of funny too, because it kind of reminded me of Fable humor when I was playing it. Just very, I don't know the word to describe it, but a lot of fun. I only played the demo, only let me go through 2 loops, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know when it comes out, but I'm going to keep this on my radar because I was really digging it the little bit of time I got with it. And then I didn't tell the story last week because I went on forever, but I feel like I have a little more time this week. So the other, I think it was last week, I was walking Hank. Hank is my dog, for those who don't know. He is a hunting dog, a blackmouth cur. He doesn't hunt, though. He's a house dog. He's fat. So I'm walking him in my neighborhood, and we come across this pile of leaves, and he grabs something with his mouth. And so he's dumb. He can't walk and eat at the same time. So I know whatever he just grabs in his mouth. And I think it's like a dead animal because the night before it had rained. So anything caught up anywhere, we live on a hill, is going to wash down towards our house. So I'm like, oh, great. I have to take care of this dead animal in his mouth. We're walking up this hill. A little bit of whatever's in his mouth comes out, but I still can't tell what it is. So we're walking, and he like still won't let it go, and he wants me to stop so he can eat it. And he's being a fucking asshole about it. So we get up further up the hill, and finally I'm like, all right, we're going to stop. He starts trying to chomp on it. I grab him, like put him in a little hold. And I'm like, hey, let it go, dude. Let it go. And he won't. And so like I have him in the hold, and I'm like trying to rip his mouth open. I rip it open, and a fucking hard-boiled egg falls out of his mouth. Just a hard-boiled egg. Just a hard fucking boiled egg. Because I look down at it, and you can see the center, and it looks hard-boiled. And I start dry heaving because it was the weirdest fucking thing, and I was preparing for it to be an animal, but I see a fucking hard-boiled egg. Start dry heaving all over the place. We're at the top of the hill, walking down at this point. So we're walking. The egg is rolling behind us, following us, and Hank is barking because he's like, my fucking egg, give me my egg. I want that egg. Give me the fucking... I'm like, no, let's fucking go. So that is the adventure of the time Hank almost ate a random hard-boiled egg that he found in a stack of leaves.
I was waiting for you to tell me like a dead kitten or a squirrel or...
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, it's going to be like a dead kitten, a dead baby squirrel, just a dead rodent, because he's done that before. And when an egg rolled, I was perplexed and disgusted at the same time. Disgusted.
The fact that I don't even know.
I wanted to share that story. I figured that was the best time to share it. But with that, are you guys ready to get into the games?
Yeah, let's do that.
Q1. All right, 2018, baby. First up, January 23rd. I did not realize this game was that young. This is Subnautica. Uh,
So, well, okay, so it's not actually that young, Nick. So there was early access from what, Jake, 2014, I think.
Yeah, it's a pretty old game, Nick.
Yeah, so it just officially released.
This is 1.0.
Yeah, so it was December 2014 is when they had early access. December 2014.
So for those who don't know, Subnautica, it's first-person survival game. You're on the ocean. You're in the ocean, right?
Yeah, so you're on a ship. It crash lands because you're shot down by some alien technology, basically, and it's basically you just trying to get in contact with whoever of your crew remains and trying to get off planet. But it's a planet surrounded by water,
So it's like that planet from Interstellar.
pretty much.
This is a very popular streaming game. Like, if you pulled it up right now, I can't pull it up right now, or else it'd come up off our screen. But I guarantee you, there's probably at least 10K people watching this.
Oh yeah, guarantee it. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe. Well, I'm gonna pull it up.
Who's got the numbers?
I got it.
I
Who's
got
got
it.
the numbers?
500.
Just 500.
It's 500.
It's still a popular streaming
it's still,
game.
it's still a popular streaming
But
game.
it's got 1.1 million followers.
Exactly. Thank you. See, I feel like people always sleep on how many followers a game has, and they're always like, yeah, there's only like a couple hundred people watching it. What is that game?
Well, I mean, I kind of like determine on like when a game is like, I guess, getting popular. Because like, for example, when I was playing Street Fighter Duel, which I actually haven't touched the game all week. It's got 242 viewers right now, but it's only got 4.3K followers.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because mobile games are more popular over in like across the world, so you think
India,
that number would be bigger. But I've never played Subnautica, but I think I own it. And just have never played it.
Either that or because you're on my shared library, it's because of me, because I own it.
I do not own Subnautica.
I actually won that game in a giveaway.
I think I might have it on Game Pass now that I think about it. I think it was on Game Pass recently, or I don't know.
Either way, yeah, it's a fantastic game. They had that DLC, which I don't think did as well.
That's the Arctic, right?
Yeah, the Sub-Zero, whatever the hell it's called. I
Below
forget.
Zero.
Yeah, Below Zero, that one. I know that one isn't as well received, but Subnautica in general is actually a lot of fun, but it's definitely one of those games, in my opinion, I felt like by myself, it got boring really quick. I bet you if there was, one or two people playing with me, I'd be willing to play it longer and do more with it.
I struggle with survival games. Even with people, it's like I'll be doing the thing and then I just get bored and want to fuck around.
That's
Like,
why I killed that dragon on Ark.
I mean, I want to get Sons of the Forest, but for the same reason, I would probably play it until I got really bored. Because like by yourself, it's only so much fun. I'd rather it be with other people because you can do more with it. And you can experience more of it. Where instead of by myself, I'm like, I'm gonna play my way, which is super careful, and I know I'll get through things no problem. Where I'd rather somebody else fuck things up and let there be chaos.
Speaking of Ark, Jake, did you see that they delayed the sequel and then you have to upgrade to keep playing the game because they shut down the original? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. That, you know what? That dragon had it coming. Or I don't feel bad at all.
Wyvern, yeah.
That Wyvern had it coming. I don't feel bad for Ark or the Ark players.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get us canceled. If not,
you know what? We're beefing with all the Ark players and all the Destiny players, and I don't give a fuck.
No, I'll be with the Destiny players because their fat asses ain't getting out of their chairs. Arc players, though, those motherfuckers are crazy. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to come home to a brick being thrown through my window. All right?
They hopped up and said, "Excuse me, it's a wyvern." It's like, shut the fuck up. It's dead either way.
Yeah. I stopped reading those comments a long time ago. I was just like, you guys are.
I didn't read any of the Destiny ones. I was like, I'm not gonna.
I need to read the Destiny ones, but
I'm not gonna give these people.
I still laugh at the Arc ones because like every other one's just basically calling Jake an asshole.
my whole point of view was, oh, they like Destiny. I don't give a fuck what they think.
Yeah, like I said, Destiny players, I know for a fact they're not going to get off their asses and come after me because they're spending 60% of their life grinding away at shit.
They're getting their light level up, Josh. Leave them alone.
Well, they don't have the time to come after me. They'll have their one comment. Like, okay, I can spend like 3 seconds. This guy is a fat fuck and doesn't know what he's doing. That's it.
Excuse me, I have to go get my light level back up to 240. I'll be right back.
Oh god, I'm like 3 levels behind now. Oh fuck.
I'll see you in 5 weeks. I'll see you in 5 weeks. Let's move on before we bring on any more hateful comments. I don't give a shit. Fuck Destiny players. January 25th, Celeste came out. I enjoy Celeste. I haven't beaten Celeste, but I've played it. This is a 2D platformer. I wouldn't say it reminds me a lot. Speaking of Meat Boy earlier, it reminds me a lot of Super Meat Boy. I believe the character's name is Madeline. She deals with a lot of anxiety and depression. She wants to climb the mountain Celeste in the world, hence the name Celeste. Story's pretty good in this. It has a pretty big speed running community around it. This was a solo developer, I believe. I'm sure he had people contracted to do certain pieces of it. They're working on, oh, that's brutal. I think I remember this level. It's a tough game. It's a very hard game. It's got some very fun levels though. There's a hotel that you go through that might be haunted, might not be haunted, but you're basically there helping I'm air quoting, the ghost owner get the hotel back up and running. And it's just got some sad moments. It's got some sad conversations between characters. I really enjoyed the little bit of time I've spent with it. I think I have 3 or 4 hours in on it. Haven't beaten it yet. It's fucking hard, dude. I mean, look at this shit. Either of you guys played Celeste?
I remember playing like maybe the first like couple areas, but beyond that, I don't remember too much of it.
They do the little thing that games do, the little wonky voices, so people don't have they don't have a voice, but
Right.
I really like that in games. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I played a lot of Animal Crossing as a kid, and I think Animal Crossing back in the day they were actually saying it, but it was like very muted, very like fast.
I don't think they ever were. I think it was just like the Charlie Brown, not exactly like the Charlie Brown, but like just a very particular noise that made it stick out, like makes you think of it.
Oh, like Undertale. Undertale does it too.
Oh yeah, Undertale does as well. I was gonna say, when did that come out? But I think we've already talked about Undertale previously.
We did, but we could also I don't think it's come up yet. We could talk about Deltarune because I think chapters 3, 4, and 5 come out in a week or two.
I gotta play me some Deltarune. The first two,
You and me
free.
both.
The first two were free, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the whole thing to come out. I've done this episodic shit before. I played Walking Dead season 1. I don't need to do this again.
We've all been there. We've all played a Telltale game in some way, shape, or form.
Celeste is fun though. I think everyone should check it out. That team has another game coming out in 2024, and I think that's gonna be bananas. It looks pretty good. Hey, we got a fighting game, January 26th. Dragon Ball FighterZ with a Z at the end. This is the best Dragon Ball Z fighting game, right?
Well, okay.
Okay, so it's a good esport fighting game. Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3 were pretty good, just not esport material. I mean, with the announcement of Budokai Tenkaichi 4, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
back to its roots.
It'll come back. Yeah.
But so with this game, it became very popular. Became a popular esport. I have a funny story about this game. A buddy of mine, a couple years ago, he was like, "Hey, I'm good at this game," and I was just talking shit on him. I was like, "Dude, I bet I could beat your ass." And this game is brand new. And I was like, "Yeah, I bet I could beat your ass." And he's like, "No, dude. Okay, I'm gonna buy you this game, and I'm gonna kick your ass." So he bought me a brand new $60 game on Steam,
Just so you can beat your ass.
just so you can beat my ass. And then I haven't touched the game since. It's sitting there in my library. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna play this game.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure it's on my Switch, and I got like maybe 1 or 2 missions into it because I was trying the story.
Why don't you share your Steam library, you fuck, Jake?
I don't know how.
Bullshit, Jake.
But no, so is this kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom where you have the fighters, like you can switch out at any time, and
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z has its like rich tapestry of characters. Hey, is Garlic Jr. in this shit?
No.
I don't think so.
Fuck. When are
Yeah,
they
I
gonna
got
do
the whole-
Garlic?
I got the whole roster here. If you want to.
When are they? I just tell me the most outrageous character in there who's like a really good character.
Kid Goku.
Yeah, it's probably say good. Yeah, Kid Goku's probably up there.
Do they have fudge? What's his name? Do they have Cooler on there? Frieza's brother.
Yes, he was
Yes.
Fighter Pass 1.
Okay. Is this one of those ones where you always start out at so like, oh hey, if you pick the third form of Frieza, you're always that form. You can't transform in the middle of the fight.
No, I think with
Uh,
this one you could transform, because I think with Goku you could go Super Saiyan 2.
Okay. Okay. I always because I think Budokai did that where it's like, okay, whatever version you pick, that's the version you can't. Nope. I don't even think it lets you. I don't even think it lets you Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I think with this one you're able to do it, but it's not something you can do like immediately.
It looks fun. I would enjoy it for like a day and then be done with it.
It's your typical fighting game. Jake said it best. It's like a really good esport game, but beyond that, I mean, unless you absolutely love Dragon, like the only thing this one probably does better than like what's the Xenoverse or Xenoverse 2 is it's just the fighting in general.
uh,
Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 is just two big games, and
Xeno. Let me give you a start with Xenoverse.
well, Xenoverse is more of like it follows the other. What is it? The new heroes? Is that what it's called? It's like it's like a branch off of the main story, but it follows like Trunks in his Time Force Squad shit. It's oh god.
So Xenoverse, the only thing I like about Xenoverse is that it's so the customizations in the game are really like huge. You can make your own character. The thing I hate about Xenoverse is the combat. All you had to do was just spam one move and you win. And the fact they put PvP in that game bothers the shit out of me because that's all people did.
Which is why I never played it. Well, I did play it, but I never played like versus or did anything with other people. I did it by myself.
I
Yeah.
stopped with Legacy Goku too, and I think that's where everyone else should have stopped as well.
Oh, I mean the other one, the help me out, guys. What was that one that came out?
They all came out.
Oh,
Yeah, very
Kakarot.
funny. Yes, Kakarot. I enjoyed Kakarot for what it is. So
What's
There was one Dragon Ball Z on the Xbox One, and it was only exclusive to the Xbox One, and it was called Raging Blast. Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2. I think Raging Blast 2 had one. It was basically Budokai Tenkaichi. Raging Blast 2 had a mode or a story called What If. And what I liked about it, it was like, what if Vegeta got Super Saiyan 3? Or what if Broly got Super Saiyan 3?
I
And
think
it
that
showed
was
like
also done in like
examples.
I think that was done in one of the Budokais as well, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I want to say it was Tenkaichi 1 or 2. Like one of them had the what ifs as well. And that was like one of the that's like one of the bigger things is always what if Vegeta got Super Saiyan 3 and what if Frieza had won the fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Stuff
matter
like
if
that.
Vegeta ever went Super Saiyan 3, by the way, because he always beat Goku. Goku never won. I don't think I don't think Goku ever outright beat Vegeta. Even in the Saiyan saga, I don't think Goku beat Vegeta.
Well, no, that was more like a draw, but technically, like
He didn't. Goku didn't win. Goku didn't win.
Vegeta left and didn't destroy Earth, so
Goku didn't win.
yeah, but Vegeta
Goku
didn't win either.
didn't
Vegeta
win.
didn't win either.
Yeah, but Goku's never won. Vegeta beat the shit out of him in the Cell Saga. I'm pretty sure beat the shit out of him in the Buu Saga when he let
And the Cell Saga.
They fought in the Cell Saga because he went Super Saiyan at one point.
That's first off, it's called the Android Saga.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was the Android Saga, and then it was the Cell Saga.
He does not. They don't fight in the Android Cell
I'm
Saga.
pretty sure they do.
They fought
They
in the
don't.
Majin, the Buu Saga.
Yeah, it's only the Buu Saga and the Saiyan Saga.
Okay, so then hey, the point still stands that Goku has never beaten Vegeta in a fight.
But technically, Vegeta's the only reason he
Vegeta's beat him in a fight. He didn't even need Babidi's power to beat him. He didn't need Babidi's power. He just took it because he's like,
"Are you shitting me?
He's just
He
being
knocked him out. That's not even a win.
he was
just,
being a
he
fucking
cheap
asshole. He's
shotted
like,
him.
you know what? I've always wanted an M carved in my forehead. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the fucking Dragon Ball Z fans roast the shit out of you. I don't even have to do it.
I don't think I don't think Goku's ever beaten Vegeta.
I'm not saying
I haven't seen any of the
hasn't.
super shit, so I don't know. I don't know if they've done any of that, but in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta is undefeated when it comes to fighting Goku.
Wait. Then Vegeta retreated in Saiyan Saga.
That's what I said.
But he didn't loot, like he didn't beat him. He was just like, I'm gonna go.
No, he was
just like,
crawling.
oh,
He
I'm gonna
was-
go.
yeah.
He got his ass between Krillin throwing the small spirit bomb at him that Goku gave him to throw, and Gohan beating the shit out of him in his Super Ape form. Vegeta was badly hurt and said, "Oh fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here." Krillin was gonna stab him with Yajirobe's sword, and Goku goes, "No, don't do it. Let him live." And Vegeta's like, "You stupid son of a bitch. I'll be back."
I that's why he did not beat him. Like he needed Krillin's help. Krillin showed up. Krillin is a shooter through and through. But
Krillin was a bitch. He hid the whole time.
he's always been a bitch.
He said, "Gohan, the 10-year-old, send that kid in. He can fucking fight. He's half
Goku is
Goku."
not. Well, you know what? Hold, we'll settle this later. But I don't think.
I'm not saying Goku won. I'm saying Vegeta didn't win either.
But Vegeta won the other fight.
He knocked Goku out because they both agreed, let's stop because Majin Buu is a problem. And Vegeta's like, no, old friend, I'll take care of him. Knocked his ass out, went and fought Majin Buu, sacrificed himself after saying goodbye to his kid and telling Piccolo that he's willing to sacrifice himself. And then Goku found out and goes, what the fuck, Vegeta? We could have stopped him.
I still don't think. No. Goku's never beaten Vegeta.
You need to go back. You need to go back and rewatch.
Maybe I do. Maybe I fucking do. Maybe I will. But
You
until
need to.
then,
I hope you enjoy Snake Way, bitch.
oh, it feels like
enjoy that 10-episode nightmare.
No, I'm good. I'll skip it. February 6th, Shadow of the Colossus remaster came out for PS4. I actually have a copy of this, a special collector's edition. Steel case, pretty cool game. For those who don't know, Shadow of the Colossus is from Team Ico. I think this remake is from, I forget the name of the studio that does all of Sony's remakes, but this is the one where there are no enemies, but like, what is it, 16 boss fights with these giant colossi. You go into
it's Japan Studio who does it.
Japan Studio. Yeah, you're platforming these enemies to crawl up to their soft spots, stab them to help bring your love back to life. This game looks good, and I think this is the most remade game because this was originally a PS2 swan song. They brought it back for PS3, came back to it for PS4.
Wasn't it utilized as like one of the one of the opening. I keep saying opening, like one of the first games for the PS3 to kind of like show off its power.
Yeah, I think it was their, hey, this is our showpiece. Like,
yeah,
come look at how beautiful this shit looks. And they kind of did the same thing for the PS4 here. It looks really good. I could honestly see them bringing this to the PS5 again. I could see them doing another rework of this game.
Is this technically the prequel to Ico, or is it the other way around?
Spoilers, it's kind of the prequel. I don't think, because when it ends, your character is a boy with horns and Ico is a boy with horns, but who's to say it's Ico and this guy are the only boys with horns, or that they're the same person even?
Well, what I was trying to get is I wouldn't mind seeing like either an evolution behind it or the next one, like something of like a sequel or prequel, a true like lineage.
I still want to play The Last Guardian because I think that'd be fun. That was Team Ico's third game that took forever to come out. Came out for PS4. I don't know. I don't think I have that. This game is beautiful. This is like a game. Every time you see it, people have the discussion like, are video games art? And the answer is yes. And this boss sucks, by the way. This is the worst boss in the game. This is the last boss I fought.
No horse.
Huh?
The horse.
They said no horse.
Oh, the
like,
horse.
No, the horse.
The horse is still rough to control, but I think that kind of plays into the theme of the game about controlling nature and just man's role in the world. Fun game though, and I still like. You know how like The Last of Us is PS3, PS4, PS5, and this is PS2, PS3, PS4.
Yep.
I still see this making the jump. I see this as like the game where they're like, no, we want to keep bringing it. Like we want like it's how Microsoft treats Forza. Where like, look at how good this shit looks. Sony just points at this like, hey, look at our Shadow of the Colossus. Look at the latest version of it.
I just, like I said, I want a true legacy because these games just like are so much fun. It looks so great. Give me something more.
I'll take it. I'm not big on remakes, but when it comes to this game, this is the one game where I'm like, you just keep giving me this one. Just keep giving me this one. I don't give me this one. Like when I heard that Cuphead wasn't going to be just boss fights anymore and they added the little fucking side worlds, I was like, the fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing? You said you promised me just boss fights. I don't know. I have a weird thing where I really like games where it's just boss fights.
Yeah, you're weird.
Weird like that. Speaking of weird, February 20th, Konami, is this their last game they put out, right?
Yes.
New game, because I think they're on the collection run of putting collections out. Metal Gear.
Not only that, but they're remakes of Metal Gear.
Gotcha. Metal Gear Survive. This is, I don't know why I said survive so weird. Metal Gear Survive. This is it's a survival game with Metal Gear. You got the diamond head zombie looking dudes. Josh has this game for some reason and wants us to play it with him.
It for what it is, guys. Like, yes, we don't have Hideo Kojima. Obviously, we don't have his touch on it. But for what it is, like, I've enjoyed what little I've played of it, and I'm willing to buy you guys copies just to play it.
Is this a direct sequel to 5, by the way?
It's like it's set after the oil rig incident, the very beginning of 5, or I guess technically the end of the demo, Ground Zeroes.
Mm-hmm. Is it
your character? Sorry, go ahead.
Is it canonical?
No, well, technically no.
Good. Okay.
So technically, your character was one of the final people who helped Big Boss or Venom Snake get back onto the chopper, and you end up dying. But you find out that not everybody died. There's this weird like wormhole basically that you're able to put things into, and the people who died, their souls kind of went into this wormhole. So if they send their bodies, they're actually like revived. And it's basically you're not only exploring for Big Boss in this phantom realm, I guess you're technically in. You're also trying to build like a base and establish like a foothold there for him.
This game looks very rough. Like, it does not look pretty.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not pretty, but the way I put it is it's Metal Gear meets Silent Hill.
It just doesn't look fun. Like, I'm watching this and I'm like trying to stay awake right now.
Natalie, give us your wormhole.
Josh, I will not be playing Metal Gear Survive with you. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll play it by myself. I'm used to it. You guys don't. You talk about wanting to tell people to explore and stuff. You're not willing to at least give it a try. You're just like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, but
unless there's a giant robot with a nuke on its ass blasting me, no.
Josh, how dare you use the fact that I love robots in video games against me in this argument? Metal Gear Survive, it's Konami's like, we don't need Hideo, and then it comes out and you're like, I think you guys do. I think you guys really do.
Do you not remember Hideo brought in Nazi super soldiers in 5, basically?
Yeah, but they were the bad guys.
I'm just saying, he brought in undead super Nazis.
Yeah, but he was going crazy. Like, this just seems like they were like, hey, people really like these survival video games. What if we did something like that? And I'm just like, what else you got? Oh, just the pachinko machines. That's all you. Oh, okay. Like, why is this man hiding from zombies? Why is he crawling? Why do you
because
need to be
resources
sneaky?
are low, and if you get swarmed, okay, Nick. In any zombie game, why do you not just go guns blazing?
Yeah, but you just run around them. You don't. Let me just crawl.
These ones can run.
Okay, just
Can you
run.
hide in a box? Can
This
you hide in a
is
box?
this is 28 days later shit. This is not your grandpa's zombie. This is, oh fuck, shit got real. They're gonna run at us. They're gonna climb. They're gonna do all the shit that zombies shouldn't be able to do.
Josh, please restrain yourself from slandering 28 Days Later by comparing it.
Oh, I'm
with
not
anything
slandering.
with
I mean, it's a compliment that,
No,
because it calls
no.
its own genre.
No, no.
Yeah.
Do not slander 20. Josh, your time is up. Metal Gear Survive is out of here.
You're just a hater. You don't even want to talk about it.
I don't even know how that got through. I don't even know how it got through, but we got through. I think Josh.
All three of us
fixed the
picked
vote.
it. No,
I think-
all three of us picked it.
I think
so-
Josh fixed the vote. Josh is carrying a few extra ballots that
Yes,
we weren't
that's
aware
why I
of.
picked Celeste and I picked Shadow of the Colossus, because me and Jake voted for both of those, right?
So to throw us off your trail, we know what the fuck you're up to.
Sure.
Guys, you ready for some news?
I don't.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to take a drink of water. Let me go ahead and pull my news up for you guys.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
Okay, yeah. January 4th, video game peripheral maker Mad Catz was reestablished.
Can you say that word again?
Peripheral, but I said peripheral or something stupid like that.
It's okay. I called it Metal Gear.
Peripheral.
I called it Metal Gear Survive or whatever the fuck I said. I get it. As brothers, I feel like Mad Catz and us go hand to hand. I recall our Mad Catz GameCube controller. I
They
can't
were
get
awful.
that controller out of my head ever.
That's the one controller. That and the Venom controller that I had are the only two controllers I absolutely remember.
The Mad Catz GameCube controller wasn't bad. It had like
Was it the PS2 one that was bad?
I think the PS2 one was really bad.
There was
Yeah.
one of them I just remember, like, it was like the stereotypical little brother controller where you never wanted that controller because it was so bad.
The one on GameCube though, it was like a little smaller. It had ribbed grips for her pleasure.
Was that the clear one that you could press the button in the back and it turned like 3 different colors?
I think so. I think
No. That's a different one. That's like the Rocks Candy one.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, the Mad Catz
either
one,
way.
I think it was straight black, but it had some see-through parts. I don't know if it had that
Okay.
light, but it just and like how the GameCube controller, the Nintendo version of it was like kind of felt lopsided.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like the handles felt a little off. Like the Mad Catz one felt really good. Really, really like it felt like a full controller. Like it was smaller, but the handles were a little longer.
Right.
It was a good
Well,
controller.
Speaking of Mad Catz, do you guys know the last thing that they released?
Probably a goddamn NFT.
Jake, do you want to take a guess?
A clothing line.
No, so actually the last thing that they released, other than the Rock Band 4 stuff, they helped develop that, was stuff for Star Citizen. Yeah.
What, like a keyboard for Star Citizen?
It's their products in general. And then
Fine.
after that, they had their layoffs. They laid off like 40% of their workforce, and they ran into bankruptcy. And then a year later, they come back.
We're back, baby.
Yeah. So that's Bad Cats for you. Moving on. January 7th through the 12th. The 2018 Consumer Electronics Show was held in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, this is an interesting one.
At this point, I feel like CES was played out. I feel like there wasn't really. I feel like this might have been a car year, like a big car year. This wasn't when they announced the Tesla truck, was it?
No, this one was more of the lock, like the biometric locks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The wireless earbuds were more popular. Do you want to know the highlight of that year though? Yeah, you guys won't guess it.
It's probably a dildo or something.
You're on the right track. So it was in Las Vegas. So the Las Vegas strip club that it was held in, they wanted to introduce to public their creations. I'll give you one more chance.
Hole or a butt plug or something or tassels.
You're close.
A cock ring.
Nope. They introduced their first ever robot strippers. That was the highlight.
Oh, the City of Sin, baby. Consumer Electronics Show never change.
Do we have a clip?
Yeah. I'm sure we could find one.
Jimmy, can you play the clip?
Can you play it again?
Roll that one back.
Jimmy again. Jimmy, I
Pause
said
it right there. Wait, grab my
Enhance.
lotion.
Enhance.
Jimmy, my lotion.
Enhance.
Both hands.
Look ball. No hands. January 10th, the inaugural season of Overwatch League began. This is just, Overwatch was dominating esports at this point. I think it overpowered like Dota almost at this point.
They made the mistake too. Like, okay, Overwatch League was huge around that time, but then they made the mistake to move to YouTube.
Yeah. But at this point, I think Overwatch was just like the number one esport at the time. Like, it basically eclipsed. It was up there with Dota 2. It definitely was beating CSGO. League of Legends was blown out of the water too, even though League of Legends was up there. So it's like all these other big games that had been out had just all of a sudden been overlooked because of Overwatch. Anywho, moving on. January 22nd, Yuji Naka announced that he joined Square Enix.
Didn't he just leave? Or is this the guy that got arrested for insider trading?
Yes.
Okay, twice.
I'm surprised you knew that, Nick.
Fucking twice.
Nick told him.
Hey, Naka, dude, sell your shares. I didn't tell you anything.
Know what he's most well known beyond that, though?
Sonic, right?
Yep. He was the developer who came up with the platform and everything for Sonic, and then became the chief developer and programmer after that for like 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles.
And now he's two-time insider trader.
Yep. So yeah, there was that. That honestly did not live very long with Square Enix, by the way.
Did he just left, right? Or
I think
the arrest were the latest.
I
thing.
think the arrest was like the nail in the coffin for him at that point.
Maybe he's still there, and I'm thinking of somebody else. Someone else retired recently, and I can't think. Oh, it was the guy.
Oh,
it was the guy. You know who I'm thinking of? It was the Resident Evil guy who just left Tango, the Tango studio that did Hi-Fi Rush and Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, and then Naka did leave, but he was suing Square Enix.
Okay, so hey, I didn't insider trade. You tricked me, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what the
whatever the
was he behind. What was it, Super Lucky's Tale or whatever the fuck?
He was behind the
what
talking
was
about the Balan
Wonder
Wonderworld. Balan
Wonderworld.
Wonderworld.
Yeah, Yuji, just let it go, man. Oh, I know what. No, I think he's got a pretty good case here. Cause I think if I remember correctly from what I read about it, they weren't giving him the resources that he needed, or they were taking the resources. But he also went all in on this game. He was like, "No,
Yeah.
this is my next Sonic. I swear."
I swear.
Moving on, March 20th, Vivendi formally ended its attempt to acquire Ubisoft, selling all of its 30 million shares of Ubisoft to other companies, including Tencent.
Fucking out of the fucking oven, right into the fucking fryer pan with fucking Tencent.
Yeah, and apparently they bought 60% of Ubisoft shares from that.
Like 60% of what Vivendi was selling, right?
Correct.
Okay, because I was gonna say if they bought 60, Josh, I think they'd be. But
No.
But no,
They
I
are minor majority of Ubisoft.
Gotcha. So it's basically Ubisoft at the
Versus
front gate
10
and 10 Cent right outside, like with a fucking pitchfork, like, hey, anytime now.
10 Cent's knocking on the back door.
No,
Should I let him in?
I'm scared.
Man, who knew Family Guy was gonna get a bunch of?
We gotta get it. We gotta put a game under that. We gotta put a game under that. Josh, get it on TikTok. Do it now. Anything else?
Do we put E3 there?
Wait, do you want to talk E3? Oh,
Well,
you mean the recent news about E3?
No. I was saying like, should we put like E3 is there and Ubisoft's behind them and Tencent's like watching in the background or something?
Tencent's like, yes, it's all going to plan. Yeah, crazy that we didn't predict the death of E3, but I mean, we kind of were
It
knocking.
was coming.
We were knocking on the back door. Thanks, Ubisoft.
Like, okay,
I'm
so
not the one answering the door. I'm the one who knocks.
so the cancellation of E3. It's funny that like you see all these companies are like, oh yeah, we're not going to E3, we're not going to E3, we're not going to E3, and it's kind of like watching the when it's snowing outside or there's a snowstorm coming and all the schools are closing and now everyone's like closing and you're like, oh,
They're
maybe I
watching
have
it.
to close too.
Yeah, they're all watching each other going, don't you fucking close. Don't you. God damn it, they closed.
I personally wanted E3. Listen to my reasoning. I know everyone else everyone's doing their own thing online, but if everyone's doing their thing at E3 all in one go, that means less stupid fucking watch us react to this fucking Nintendo Direct, this Sony Play, this Microsoft Direct.
Yeah.
They're all gonna do it though. They're gonna be like E3 Sony Interactions live or whatever. They're gonna do it still. It's just not as annoying.
Fucking
Well, what I liked about E3 too is just those cringe moments where you just had stupid people like the handshake, just the weird awkward moments that people just love to see happen.
I think my favorite was 2009. I think it was Microsoft. They brought out, remember Duffy? Remember, you're begging me for mercy. Why? It was the song about Duffy getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah.
And they brought her out to sing the song. I think they had a singing game or something. And I'm just like, why is Duffy at E3? Why are you here?
Or like your iconic moments with Keanu, like Keanu Reeves.
Thank you.
No,
we need
you're
you awesome.
breathtaking.
No,
You're
you're us.
breathtaking.
That is so like not on Keanu's way, but not from Keanu's standpoint, but like all the people who like basically want to call Keanu daddy, just the worst ever. The worst.
I mean, I don't want to call him daddy, but you know, if he's gonna be my daddy, be like, dude, that's awesome. My dad's awesome.
Or like when
Are
he
you
did
guys?
when he did the Reddit AMA a few weeks ago, and then someone on the red carpet at John Wick was like, you know, you have the most read AMA on Reddit ever. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Are you guys? There's a story a couple months back, if not a year ago, about Cyberpunk had a mod that they had to take away because you can have sex with
Johnny Silver. Yeah, I saw that. The meme now with that community is they're going to release a DLC where it's an hour-long orgy with Johnny Silverhand.
Josh, we need to find that mod and we need to play it.
Oh, I'm sure it exists.
It's
Or
still
not
out there.
exists. I know for a fact it's still out there. That's not. They can try and deny it all they want. Someone has it somewhere, and someone makes sure it works with the newest editions.
Real quick, speaking of awful mods, I saw some Resident Evil 4 mods are out there that made like Ashley cuter, Ada cuter. They made Ashley not breathe because apparently her breathing gets annoying. And I'm just like, wow, this is a gamer
it got
moment.
heavily. I mean, it's. I think someone actually just posted it on Reddit. I have to double check, but I think someone said there's like over 140 mods already for it.
Gamers.
I haven't seen all the mods, but I think my favorite one so far was the shirtless Leon, and it's just a clip. It's just a
I
clip
saw
of him
those too.
suplexing. That's all he's doing is just suplexing everybody.
I saw that one.
Dude, I'm here for it.
I'm just waiting for it to be him in a fucking Speedo or a man's thong or something.
I'm waiting for Tofu, man. I'm sure someone.
Oh, someone's gonna tofu
Oh,
the shit out of this
someone is
game.
working on tofu right fucking now.
Dude, they'll have it next week.
Josh, thanks for the news, and thanks. I like it when we also bring in a little bit of the now. When we bring in a little bit of the now. Hey, wait a minute. Now news? They're pretty close. See what I did there? Jake, help me.
Get on with the memes, damn
I'm
it.
tail spinning.
Me.
Time.
The
All right,
quick,
Here we go.
The
First
danky,
one.
the smelly, danky, stinky. Oh, you like to climb stuff? Cute. And it's just a clip. It looks like or not clip. It's a little picture of what's like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's
And
one of the Assassin's Creed. I don't know which one.
yeah, I think it's probably the second. It's probably one of the second or third one.
Yeah, because it's got the 2 blades instead of the 1 under the indicator.
Well, I was thinking of the HUD
oh, that
on
too.
the left.
That too.
Yeah. So basically, it's a picture of Assassin's Creed. Could be Ezio climbing a tower, and it's like, oh, you like to climb stuff, and on the bottom is Shadow of the Colossus.
Jake,
Cute.
what's his name?
Cute.
Ezio?
Is it Enzio?
Okay. I thought it was Ezio.
Ezio. Hey,
No,
it's
it's
been
like EZIO.
it's been an episode of bad pronunciations. We're here. We're embracing it. We're not editing that out, Jake. It's just gonna have to stay. What's the second meme?
All right. Ooh.
The best one.
Let me zoom in
It's
for the
meme.
viewers.
The meme is just it looks like a tweet from Hideo Kojima, which it probably isn't him.
It's not.
And it states watching the Metal Gear Survive trailer, and it's just Solid Snake with the gun to his head.
No, it's Venom Snake with the gun to his head.
Oh, I don't.
my
Oh, get
God.
out of here.
Hey, if you guys are gonna be technical, you gotta be 100% about this. That is clearly Venom Snake.
I like that they took the gif of the kid at the computer and
Yeah,
just
the thumbs up.
doing the thing that they do where they take the asset from the game, put the character in, and just replace his thumb with a gun. Oh, thanks, Jake. And hey, we're gonna go. We got one more segment here. We're gonna go straight into the tea time. It's tea time. That's right. Oh, that's right. It's me. It's my first tea time in like almost 2 months.
I hope you spill the tea all over your fucking face.
Oh, I'm going to. Guys, simple tea time. I was thinking about what I was going to get into. I was going to yell at everyone about leaving at the voice actress for Ashley, or no, I'm sorry, Ada Wong alone. And I was like, no, you know what? That's kind of played out. Just fucking leave her alone. And then I was going to yell at everyone about just like having all their games on Steam and not like diversifying where their library is. And I was like, you know what? I'll do that another time when I'm feeling it. Here's what I'm going to say. Seek out new stuff, you fucking dweebs. Stop playing what everyone else is playing. Go out and discover shit for yourself. You've got all these different storefronts. You've got the Steam, you've got Epic, you've got GOG, you've got what is the online one? Itch.io? Is it Itch.io, you guys?
I think it's Itch.io, yeah.
Itch.io. You've got all the different game jams. You've got all these games coming out, and like every other day, I see a motherfucker like on Twitter or something that's like, "Man, gaming ain't as good as it used to be. These games aren't good." And usually, when you look into that motherfucker's shit, they're talking about fucking Call of Duty. I was talking about 9 Years of Shadow earlier. A game I would have not known about had I not jumped onto Steam myself, gone into new releases under like just from the beginning, looked at like, all right, what's that new shit? Clicked on that game, saw it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking buy that. Stop going to these fucking like, yeah, you can go read reviews on IGN and bitch about everything getting a 10 or everything getting a 7. But just go fucking find shit for yourself, you fucking dumbass. You fucking dumbass bitch, fucking moron, fucking idiot, fucking loser. Like, fucking, where's your sense of exploration? Like, you fucking dork. If I had a fucking locker, I'd stuff you in it. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get in your fucking locker.
That was it?
That was it.
That was a really quick rant. Jesus. All right. Well,
I told you I wasn't gonna be a big rant. I just want to get a little something off my chest. Yeah, like I found like just the fact that I found that game, had no idea about it, started playing it. It was like, no, this is great, and I discovered this myself. That's even better.
so what you're saying is you actually looked into non-AAA companies. All the indie companies are making better quality games and are actually listening to their communities and providing what they promise us.
Yeah.
Oh no. Fuck you.
I think it's more productive than the group of people. Like, I think going out and finding new stuff to be excited about and finding new stuff to play is more productive than the counterpart of that, who's like, don't pre-order, don't do it, don't do it. How about?
No, I'm in both sides. I'm both sides of that. I agree. Indie developers are just looking in general, looking fine at games. Yeah, you may not think like, oh, $20 is going to be worth it. It's better than dropping 60 or 70 on a game. You're going to sit there and go, should I have bought this for 60 or $70? No, that's why I say don't pre-order anymore. Don't give them that satisfaction of those numbers. Make them earn that shit.
Yeah, don't pre-order. Like, go find something else. Go find something that like 9 Years of Shadow is not the greatest game I've ever played. I've only played an hour of it, so I'm speaking very vaguely because, like I said, something could happen where, like, I don't know, like the game's like pro Hitler, and like then you have this audio clip of me saying, "Oh my God, this game is amazing," but it's not going to be pro Hitler, but the fact that I discovered it adds like this extra sense of joy, and there are people who like get that sense of joy and then go on to gatekeep stuff. But no, I get this sense of joy from the fact that like this is something I would have never heard about this anywhere. I wouldn't have seen, there wouldn't have been reviews on any sites that I read for it. It kind of creates this small moment between me and the game. And it wasn't advertised to me. It was something I found. Like I feel like we take for granted the fact that a lot of the stuff that we interact with is being advertised to us, and people are always like, advertising, it doesn't work on me, but motherfucker, it does, because like you see Coca-Cola 20 times and then like a week later you're like, I'm gonna have a Coke, because it's got that shit in the back of your head. So like when you've seen a Call of Duty trailer with the latest Eminem song for like the 10th time, like it's in like you're gonna be at Walmart the next day fucking shopping for your fucking chicken nuggets, you fucking dweeb. And dude, you be like, oh fuck, Call of Duty, that's right. This is the survival of the fittest. This is winner takes it all, man. Yeah, the Eminem, dope. Like, yeah, just discovering something for yourself. I know I said the rant was over, but it's cool. It's a cool feeling. Go, everyone, hop on to wherever you get your video games, maybe Game Pass, and find a new game for yourself.
Jesus Christ, talk about being
but
a
you know
dweeb.
what? If you hate it, you have nobody to hate but yourself, because you're like, man,
it's because you don't shut up about it. Hey, guy, this episode sponsored by Xbox Game Pass.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow. It's cool. Like I want you guys both to go look on your storefronts, find a game that you've never heard of, give it a go, and
I do that all the time.
See what happens.
Pass.
See what happens. See what happens.
I literally do that all the time, Nick. You're talking to the guy who plays indie games.
You're
You
also
guys review it.
talking to the guy who plays indie games. Hey everybody, that's the show. We made it to the end of Q1. As always, Trident Network Podcast. Check out our siblings. Go rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. Alex Marvin Clark, thank you to him for our intro outro song, Hunt Him Down. Cool little SoundCloud link down in the show notes. Go check him out. I'm Nick. As always, you can find me on Twitter at That Kaufman. Again, I'm inactive on there right now, but if you just want to stop by and see what I got going on, I've got some reviews up on Game Chronicles for Backfire Wall that went up last week, and also Have a Nice Death's a few weeks old at this point, but go check it out. I need the clicks. Also, I'm going to have an article going up on Robot Butt. It's a satire website, so go check that out. I will hopefully have a link in the show notes for you there. If not, just go to Robot Butt and just look for an article about Scream. Also on Twitch and YouTube at Nick Fat Knight. Josh, where can the people find you?
If I'm anywhere, I'm Josh Sang.
Cool.
So nowhere.
Do you have you have some reviews coming up, don't you?
Yeah, I'll have a couple of them here in the next couple days. So,
all right, and that's also on Game Chronicles, so go check that out. Jake, where can the people find you?
You find me at Jakey Boy Kaufman, at anywhere you find a Jakey Boy Kaufman if you type me in the search bar.
Nice.
Which is
I like. Well, actually, everywhere.
Dude, it's cool. Like once you've like laid claim on like a name on like the websites, when you go to Google it and you can find yourself easily.
Dude, like
there's something about it.
There's only one me. That's why I kind of almost hate anyone that makes a generic name. I was like, you're stupid.
The Tom Johnson 6298432. It's like, what kind of fucking handle is that, dude?
Like there's a few people in the Brawlhalla community, they name themselves Blazy. And I think there's like 3 or 4 Blazies, but there's also Blazies in other games. And I was like, you guys are
I
stupid.
don't know who the Blaze is. Goddamn. Yeah, all you have is a name, right?
Yeah.
Josh is like, no.
I'm just gonna start calling myself Markiplier or PewDiePie.
Oh my God, Markiplier is playing.
Markiplier is playing. What?
Did you guys hear that Markiplier is on that Smashing Game Time podcast?
I was already playing Sex with Hitler 3D.
What's he doing on there? Oh,
Whoa!
no. As always, Smashing Game Time is anywhere on the social medias, the Twitter, the Instagrams, the TikToks, before it gets taken away from everybody. Go check us out. That's the show, everybody. We'll be doing 2018 Q2 next week. We'll also have a speed cap. We'll get into the details for that next week. We don't want to. Show's running a little long, so we're gonna get going. Everybody, this has been Smashing Game Time. We hope you all had a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.